Psalm 22 verse 16. Does it prophesy the crucifixion or is it a mistranslation? Let's have a look. Psalm 22:16. For dogs encompass me, a company of evildoers encircles me. They have pierced my hands and feet. The Hebrew word that is translated as pierced is the key in this verse. The Masoretic Text, which is the standard Hebrew Bible, reads, "Like a lion are my hands and feet." However, the Septuagint, which is the Greek translation of the Old Testament, as well as modern English translations, read, "They have pierced my hands and feet." But why is there a difference? Well, the Hebrew words for "like a lion" and "they have pierced" are extremely similar. Both are just one word in Hebrew, with only one letter being different. The two words are kaari, meaning like a lion, and kaaru, meaning they have pierced. But what do the earliest manuscripts say? Well, to support the word kaari, meaning like a lion, you have the Masoretic Text. The Masoretic Text is from around the 7th to the 10th century AD. But to support the word kaaru, meaning they have pierced, you have the Nahal Hever scroll from around the 1st to 2nd century AD, which is before the Masoretic Text. And also the Septuagint from around the 3rd to 1st century BC, even before the time of Jesus. So the earliest manuscripts definitely support the word kaaru, meaning they have pierced. And what about the context? Can that give us a clue? Well, the word lion does appear a few times in this psalm, both before and after verse 16. For example, verse 13 and verse 21. However, this psalm is also very clearly talking about the crucifixion of Jesus. See verse 1, 7, 8, 15, 17, and 18. So it is reasonable to assume that this verse, verse 16, is also talking about the crucifixion. But to be completely fair, the context can fit both words. One important thing to understand here is that the translation pierced was not done by Christians who wanted it to sound like it's talking about Jesus. The Septuagint, which was written by Jewish scholars and scribes, translated it as pierced before Jesus was even born. So I think overall it's pretty clear which word was used by the original author David. And that's the word kaaru, meaning they have pierced.